Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry. I've been here a few times already over the years, and here we are looking down over, well, basically that's downtown Kelowna. And of course there's the bridge going over the lake, and it'll be West Kelowna over there. Nice view, eh? This is a very high-end area. Perhaps the highest end area in Kelowna, maybe, I'm not sure, but it probably is. Anyway, the house is about 6 years old. This is a Triexta. It's really worn in the traffic areas. Typical for a Triexta, they just don't wear that great. Better than a polyester per se, but they're in the polyester family nevertheless. And really quite soiled in here. And I just figured out one of the reasons why. And they got a couple of little doggies, little Yorkies, and they upchuck all over the place. There's all kinds of stains. It's not as bad this time as it usually is, but there's still quite a few stains. And they've got a beautiful travertine floor throughout the whole main floor here, except for the couple of bedrooms. But I'm walking over the floor thinking, this doesn't look right. There's a dullness to it. And so I went and talked to her, and apparently whoever's cleaning it is using vinegar and water, and that's a no-no. It will dull the travertine, which it's doing. So we had to talk about that. And Odoban hard floor cleaner is safe on travertine, and I gave her that heads up. So hopefully she will be able to address that with whoever's cleaning the floor. I could possibly bring it back, but I think this floor would have to be probably have to be polished with yeah, I don't know that I don't think just cleaning it will remove the dullness so much, other than the residue that's actually there, which actually will happen, which is what I meant when I said I'll explain this, that if they're using vinegar and water on the floor, the vinegar will leave a residue which then tracks onto the carpet. So that's partly what's happening. Not a good thing to use. So there you go. A lot of people think vinegar is the thing for everything, and it's not. You don't want to use it on your wood floors either, because again it leaves a residue. But anyway, very, very expensive to replace that floor. Very expensive, incredibly expensive. Tens of thousands of dollars, I'm sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and do some cleaning here. This is a Oxy-Dry fibre pad. There are a few marks on this floor carpet, but the Oxy-Dry fibre pad is very effective at removing stains and oils out of the Triexta fiber and polyester fibers. It just seems to really, really work well. So we're just going to focus on the traffic areas with this fiber pad, and then we'll switch over to the Ironman. I've got a fairly large wool area rug to do as well in the living room area. A big stain right there, which I pre-treated all these stains. These are supposedly they're upchuck stains from the little doggies. So the pre-treatment I put on there is just then with 3,000 ppm of ClO2, and that will usually remove the discoloration, and of course the ClO2 will disinfect and remove odor as well, without adding a smell. And one of the things this customer asked me was if I'm using products that are safe, because she's concerned about the doggies, and of course I'm able to say yes, because I'm using NanoMAAX, which has a health rating of 0. And that's important. Again, back to, I mentioned this the other day in a video where, you know, a lot of guys are using products that are known to be toxins. And that's not a good idea. And at least for me, for the customers that we generally end up, you know, the ones that usually call us, they're looking for something that is safe. So being able to offer that is, I think, an important thing to do. So if you're just mixing something up for your, you know, you're in your own way or whatever, you can't exactly be saying, yeah, I'm using safe products, if you're not. But that's one of the things that we focus on, and it works for us. Okay, let's do a little switch. I actually wouldn't mind getting the job to restore that floor, but yeah, I think it needs more than simply a cleaning, which means I'd have to use, I'd have to, I guess, hone the floor a little bit, which I could do, but I've never actually done that. But I understand the principle. You start with something really, really fine, or a little bit heavier, and then go to something really fine. And then you finish off with maybe a weight fiber pad, I guess. But anyway, you can take training for doing that, and that would probably be a good idea if you want to undertake that sort of a thing. And in Canada, it's Centaur. They will train you how to do stone floor restoration. I don't think the course is all that expensive. Or maybe it's free, I don't know. Actually, I don't know, so you'd have to ask them. But it's something to consider if you're running into more and more of these type of floors, especially when you're dealing with actual stone. And I guess travertine is technically I guess it's a tile floor, I guess, but it's still a stone. It's actually it's not a manufactured, yeah, or is it? I'm actually not even sure. I did some of that training many years ago, but it was all online, and I kind of put it aside, decided it wasn't what I wanted to do, but it's something to consider. You have to be careful you don't go in so many directions you end up not going in, you know, the right direction. You can end up kind of flailing around without focus. You have to be very careful of that. This carpet is really looking good. And by the way, I was going to mention, I forgot, I actually vacuumed this with the Kirby, because although the Hoover is a wonderful vacuum, on this type of really plush Triexta, it really bogs down because it locks down, and it's really hard to move it. Whereas the Kirby, because it can be adjusted a little more adjustment with the height, and because it has power drive, it actually moves on this carpet without any problem at all, and still vacuums very well. They're a very good vacuum. That's why I carry the Kirby primarily for when I run into these particular carpets. Now I did bring this in, and that's my Omega Citrus in there, and I sprayed the high traffic areas in here, which I don't normally do, but it's pretty grubby and it needs a little bit extra, so it's been sitting there for a few minutes just to help it to let go of that, the oils a little bit better, ideally. I remember the last time I was here, there was a really bad stain right here at the edge of the floor, and obviously I got it out, and it stayed out because it's not there. So again, we'll be focusing on the high traffic areas with the hogs hair fiber pad. His and hers walk-in closet. Lots of clothes. Remember the last time I was here, I was using my MD180, and going around here was a little tight because it did barely fit in here. This one fits a bit, this machine fits a bit better because it's a little bit smaller in this configuration. It's 15 inches there, so but nevertheless, it's still pretty awkward here. Okay, we can back out of here. There's not much space there. It's only like 2 feet. Oops. Okay. Alright, we'll head this way. I see a little spot there. They're very, very worn on this right around here. Very packed down and everything. Well, they said that there was no pee on the carpet, but I got a feeling that at least 1 or 2 of these are pee-pees. We were minus 16 last night. That's Celsius, by the way. So that was 16 degrees below zero. That's pretty cold. Looks like this carpet is cleaning really well. Looks like all the marks are disappearing, I think. So far, anyway. We won't be going under that chair. We'll just go up and around it. Or this table. Huh. Boy, is that real? That's incredible. If that's real. I think it is. That's an orchid. Wow. It's a happy orchid. Okay, we're gonna go high speed. Work our way back out. Yeah, it's looking really good. The thing about the Triexta is that they actually are they're more resistant to staining than polyester, so it has that going for it. Although it's technically I guess you could say it is technically still a polyester. It's just a different molecular structure, I guess. So it's the same but different. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to the Ironman here. Okay, so I'll do that as a separate video with the Ironman on here. So I'll let you go. Thank you for watching and have a good day.